That was so cool. Hook did a good job of getting hooked and keeping the bait out of the way. Look at that. All right, not a giant, but that's pretty freaking cool. Folks, I can't make this up. We are freaking out here. It is literally 30-mile-an-hour winds. It is rainy. It is absolutely a spring day here in Iowa. But the good thing is we got a river behind us. It's a beautiful, beautiful small river here. It's got pike in it, got smallmouth in it, whatever else you can think of, it's got. And we're gonna bring the old kayak out and we're gonna see if we can find some freaking fish. I've got 3 rods with me. I got a big casting combo here. I'm gonna start off with the river to sea glide bait. I don't know if that's actually gonna work, but that's on there for now. We'll probably switch up as we move through the river. On my second combo, I've got a little jerk bait. It is still spring and it's kind of windy out, so we got ourselves a Megabass Vision 110 Junior. Not the big boy. This is just a smaller one, good for those finicky, smaller smallmouth. And on my third combo is another casting combo. It's got a little worm on it now, but I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put on this guy. This is the Z-Man Gobius. It's a 3-inch bait, it's 3/8 of an ounce. Perfect for this little jig and combo. We're gonna throw this out. This will be more of that bottom bait, you know, move it around, see if these smallies want that. But that's enough talking, folks. I don't have a whole ton of time. It is freaking crappy out. We have a couple hours to fish. We're gonna get this unloaded, get on the water, and we're gonna see if we can find some fish. Let's go. Folks, here we freaking go. So here's a quick breakdown. So I have fished this river before, but this is my first time actually fishing this section. I've never been here before, and this is actually, just right out the gate, I'm realizing this is a lot deeper than the other sections of the river that I've fished. So I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing, but we got bank on this side, bank on that side. It looks like it's deeper on the other side. And we have a bend straight down the pipe there. I think the goal is gonna be to work this bank down, we'll hit that bend, and then we'll work the other way up. I'm kind of starting off with that little goby colored lure, purple and gold flake. Looks pretty good in the water. The water's not super clear, but it's also not dirty. It's kind of a in between. And now it looks like we're starting to get the rain. Ain't it? I don't think it's supposed to last a whole long time, but I don't know how much is going to hit us here. Alright, well, I wanted to go a specific direction, but as you guys can see, that's not going to happen. We're in the freaking ocean, folks. Woo-hoo-hoo! Tell you what, though, I'm going to try to make some cast with the jerk bait. As we're pushed back down. Looks super deep right here. I wish that wind was going the other direction. I'd love to go up that way and work the bank, but that is not going to happen today, folks. Oh my gosh, that's a fish. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, buddy, buddy. Okay, first fish of the day. Oh, brutal conditions, but we made it happen. See ya, bud. It was right up along the bank, which is interesting. You know what? Let me try a little goby. A little bit deeper right here. Cast that right up along the bank and see what happens. You know what? I think I'm gonna throw this guy on. Bass Mafia, Daingerous swim bait, 6-inch. Yeah. All right, not too bad. Pike, smallmouth, whatever's in here, it'll probably want to eat that. And folks, I say we move on up the river. We got a chance here at some calmer weather. So let's make the most of it. Probably have about an hour left before the sun goes down. We're gonna shoot our way up and see how far we can get. Let's try a little swim bait. I say little, but it's actually pretty big. We're just gonna work this along the bank. I think that's what was pecking at the big swim bait. All right, second fish of the day. Thank you, bud. I ended up switching off to a little itty bitty Ned rig just to get some confidence in the boat, folks. It's been a rough day, but I throw a couple ticks on that bigger swim bait, and I'm like, I should throw a little bait over there and see what happens. Well, that's probably what it was. That's okay with me though, folks. We are getting on fish. That is all that freaking matters. I'm gonna start making my way back though. It's getting to be kind of late in the day, and I didn't get a whole lot of action up river. So we're gonna float back, and there's a whole lot of bank along the way we gotta hit, so. Oh. Got him. Oh, that was cool. No, we came off. Oh, brutal. Dang it. Felt like a good fish too. Right off the freaking bank, man. I tell you what, that is pretty cool. We're still pretty early in the spring. Got him. That was so cool. Look at that, folks. Oh, yep, that is what I'm talking about. Hook did a good job of getting hooked and keeping the bait out of the way. Look at that. All right, not a giant, but that's pretty freaking cool. Bad weather conditions. We're still catching fish. See you later, bud. You know, I had heard about this bait, and I thought, man, it looks cool, but is it just another one of those mag draft wannabes? I didn't know for sure, so I figured I'd buy one and test it out. I like the single hook design. Treble hook is cool. I do like a treble hook every now and again, but for these bigger swim baits, I've, in my own experience, have found that it's just better having one big single hook. Less hang up, but it still gets the job done for these bigger fish. The other thing I heard about this bait that makes it a little bit better, in my opinion, than the others is you can slow roll it. Some of these other swim baits that you buy, you have to keep the action moving quick to get that tail doing what it needs to be doing and prevent that bait from flipping. And I saw a review on this bait specifically, and I watched the video. I can't remember the name of the channel, but a gentleman tested all these swim baits, the premium swim baits like what you see here, and this one by far was one of the top competitors in terms of being able to slow roll it. You know, keep that reeling slow, but still keep that action moving. There's another one. And that's what I wanted. I didn't want a bait that I had to continue to move around and play games with. And this one seems to be working. That's just freaking hilarious though. I literally just hit this bank. I was throwing that little goby. I was throwing the jerk bait. I was just freaking here. And look at that. You come around again and throw a different bait, and there's definitely fish in here. Oh, no way. I thought I'd probably take on that freaking swim bait. Yep, sure enough. I think it's pretty obvious now though that that swim bait is definitely received well with the bigger fish, not so much the smaller ones. I'm feeling them tapping it like they're playing with it, but they just can't get that sucker in their mouth. Seems to be working the little 1-2 punch. Throw the swim bait, feel the bite, throw a little Ned rig out, and then you catch the fish. Something's over there. Let's try the old netty Ned. Come on now. Got him. Yep. No freaking way. Dude, what am I telling y'all? It's so crazy. They can't eat that swim bait, so they eat the netty Ned. Come on, bud. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Look at that. Absolutely hilarious. Cool. See you, bud. Let's get out of here, folks. We'll pull up out of the boat ramp area. Love going to new spots, especially on the rivers. I'll tell you what, folks, northern Iowa, central Iowa, northeast Iowa, man, there are some great places to fish around here. I'll tell you guys what. All right, let's do a quick little debrief of the day. Late afternoon, terrible weather. In fact, folks, I looked at the weather map before I started fishing, and the winds, I'm not kidding you, 29 miles per hour. Folks, 29 miles an hour. I gotta be honest, I don't know if I've ever kayak fished in 29 mile an hour wind, basically 30 mile an hour winds. I mean, what the freaking heck? Probably not the best idea, but I had a freaking itch, and folks, you know, when you get the itch and you just have to get out, we made it happen either way. So not only did we have the wind, but we had freaking rain. I wouldn't say it was downpour at one point, but it was certainly coming down pretty freaking good. Brought my rain pants, my rain jacket, my waterproof boots, just in case. I figured it was probably gonna rain. Sure enough, literally 3-4 minutes after I put the kayak in the water and I'm floating around, it starts freaking sprinkling. But folks, the main draw of attraction for these smallmouth today, which I'll be honest, shocked me, was this guy right here. The Bass Mafia 6-inch paddle tail swim bait. I don't know why this spoke to me when I was on the water, but I had one laying in my tackle box and I was just like, you know what? Go big or go home. I'm gonna throw this guy on, just see what happens. And almost instantly, folks, crazy enough, we got ourselves into some nice freaking smallmouth. I mean, it works, folks. What else can I say? That tail action is phenomenal. It really doesn't have any signs of tear or wear. Nothing that would make you go, ooh. Not good. Granted, it's only caught a few fish, but you know, the smallmouth, they do fight pretty hard and they like to thrash around. So overall, folks, I'm impressed. This got the job done. Also threw that little Ned rig. It's kind of a 1-2-1. I would feel the bite on that swim bait, and when I knew they weren't going to be able to get it in their mouth, I would chuck that little Ned rig right into that same hole, and out would come a freaking smallmouth, believe it or not. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate the support. I love y'all. I will catch you on the next one. Peace!